All right, listen carefully. What if I told you the reason you're not making more money right now is not because you're lazy, not because you don't have talent, not even because you don't have opportunities. It's because your brain is literally filtering money out of your life. Yeah, sounds crazy, but stay with me. Every single day, there are opportunities around you, business ideas, connections, ways to earn, but you don't even notice them. Not because they're not there, but because your mind has been trained to ignore them. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix that, how to reprogram your brain, shift your mindset, and start attracting real money into your life in 2026. Not just any positive thinking, not just sit and manifest nonsense. This is science, psychology, and real action combined. So let's get into it. First thing you need to understand is this. Manifestation is not magic. It's not sitting on your bed, closing your eyes, and expecting money to magically show up in your bank account. That's not how it works. Manifestation is actually a brain process. There's something inside your brain called the reticular activating system, or RAS. Think of it like a filter. Your brain processes millions of pieces of information every second, but your RAS decides what you actually notice. Let me give you a simple example. Have you ever decided to buy a specific car, and suddenly you start seeing that same car everywhere? That car didn't suddenly appear out of nowhere. Your brain just started noticing it. Same thing with money. If your belief is money is hard to earn, there are no opportunities, I'm not lucky, your brain will filter out anything that doesn't match that belief. So even if a perfect opportunity comes in front of you, you won't even recognize it. But the moment you shift your belief to money is everywhere, opportunities are everywhere, I always find ways to earn, suddenly things start changing. You start noticing ideas, people, chances that were always there. That's not luck. That's your brain being reprogrammed. Now, here's where it gets deeper. Most people are not just dealing with mindset, they're dealing with something called financial conditioning, or what we can call money trauma. Think about your childhood. What did you hear about money growing up? Maybe things like, money doesn't grow on trees. We can't afford that. Rich people are greedy. Those statements might seem small, but they shape your brain because your brain builds patterns based on repetition. That's called neuroplasticity. Your brain literally wires itself based on what you experience and hear repeatedly. So if you grew up around stress, fear, or negativity around money, your brain created a pattern that says money equals stress, money equals fear, money equals problems. And now, even if you want money consciously, your subconscious is pushing it away. That's why some people earn money and then lose it. Or they get opportunities and somehow mess it up. It's not bad luck, it's internal programming. So before you try to attract money, you need to identify what's blocking it. Let's get real for a second. There are 4 common money blocks. See which one feels like you. First, the avoidance type. This is the person who avoids looking at their bank account, avoids budgeting, avoids dealing with money completely. Second, the scarcity mindset, always thinking, there's never enough. I might run out of money even when they have money and that they feel fear. Third, the worthiness issue, deep down thinking, I don't deserve to be rich. I'm not good enough, so they undercharge, self-sabotage, or never go big. Fourth, the moral block, believing money is bad. Rich people are greedy. Money corrupts people. So subconsciously, they push money away to feel like a good person. Be honest with yourself, because your internal belief is shaping your financial reality. Now, Let's fix it. Here's how you start reprogramming your brain. One powerful method is called the 369 method. It's simple. In the morning, write your financial goal 3 times. In the afternoon, write it 6 times. At night, write it 9 times. Something like, I am so happy and grateful that I earn $10,000 every month. But here's the key. Don't just write it like a robot. Feel it. Emotion is what rewires the brain. Next, use your phone. You already look at it all day, so make it work for you. Set your lock screen to your dream lifestyle. Create a photo album called My Reality. Fill it with images of the life you want. Money, success, freedom. Every time you feel stressed, open it and look for 30 to 60 seconds. You're training your brain visually. Next, scripting. This one is powerful. Write like your future already happened, like, I can't believe how much my life changed this year. I'm financially free now. When you do this consistently, your brain starts accepting, che, ko, and then they sit and wait. That's not manifestation. Manifestation is co-creation. You meet life halfway. There are 2 types of action: forced action and inspired action. Forced action comes from fear, doing things because you're desperate. Inspired action comes from clarity, that random idea you get, that sudden urge to try something, that feeling to message someone. That's your moment. Act on it immediately. That's how opportunities open. Now ask yourself this question. What would the rich version of me do? Would they be scared to check their bank balance? No. Would they ignore bills? No. Would they manage their money smartly? Yes. So start acting like that version right now. Even if you have a small amount of money, treat it with respect. Because how you handle small money is how you'll handle big money. Start simple. Save something every week, even if it's small. Name your account something powerful, like Wealth Fund or Freedom Account. This builds identity, and identity creates results. Also, your environment matters more than you think. If your room is messy, your mind is messy. If your mind is messy, your money will be messy. Clean your space. Organize your surroundings. Create a space that feels like growth. Now here's a simple challenge. Go 7 days without complaining about money. No complaining about prices. No complaining about bills. Instead, and shift it. Instead of saying, this is expensive, say, I'm grateful I can afford this. That one shift changes your energy completely. Now let's talk about why this might not be working for you yet. Simple. You're too desperate. When you need money, you're operating from lack. And that pushes opportunities away. Instead, focus on feeling secure. Trust that it's coming. Think of it like planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You trust the process. Same thing here. First, you'll see small signs, ideas, connections, little wins, then bigger results, and finally, do this right now. Don't skip this. Open your bank app, look at your balance, and say this out loud. I am grateful for this money, and I am ready for more, even if it's small, because gratitude creates flow, and flow creates growth. 2026 is not about working harder. It's about thinking differently, feeling aligned, and taking the right actions. You are not a victim of your financial situation. You are the creator of it. So the question is, are you ready to receive more money? Please subscribe to our channel, get more video. Please like and share. Thank you for watching.